It's great to be able to welcome Ian Parker to the bass sessions at a fairly windy party in the park in Stourbridge. Great set, Ian. We've just caught it. It went down really well. People really enjoyed it. I think they're having a good time. And thanks for taking the time to join us on the bass sessions.
Very good to be here. Actually, I quite enjoyed it. This kind of thing isn't normally what I do, and it sort of scares me a bit, really, because obviously it's a really great community event, and it's really nice to have all the pop acts here and all the faces from the TV and stuff, which obviously is great for the kids and families and stuff. I really got involved because Mick Willits, one of the organisers, one of the main organisers, is a really good friend of mine, and he's asked me if I would come and do a spot, and I said absolutely, but it sort of scares the hell out of me, these things. But I found it today I was really surprised at how attentive the audience were, given the kind of music that I play compared to everything else. So it was nice, actually.
Great, and I saw you sell a few CDs there. We should mention the new album, Bare Bones, acoustic album. Can I quote you? After doing many noisy band-related albums, well, I've just done Bare Bones as an acoustic album, so it's a bit different for you.
That's right. Yeah, it's. I've made a lot of albums in the past, and they've always been sort of blues-based singer-songwriter, blues rock, really. So quite raucous stuff at times. Yeah. But over the years, very occasionally I would do acoustic sets for different people or different circumstances would allow me to go and do that. Yeah. And then whenever I would, people would sometimes say, why don't you make an acoustic record? And I always liked the idea of it, but never got around to it. But just recently, the last couple of years, I've been focused on my songwriting and doing this singer-songwriter thing and lots of acoustic stuff. So finally put out an acoustic album. So
yeah. And should really mention the Royal Albert Hall next Saturday, 28th of May. Got to be looking forward to that one.
I am actually. It's. I've been very fortunate over the years to do predominantly playing in clubs, but occasionally you get opportunities like that. But I have to say that even after all these years, the Albert Hall is one that gives me a real sense of excitement because just because of the history of the place. It will be one. I guess when I'm actually there, I will have that moment of thinking, I'm standing on the Albert Hall stage here, in front of a packed house, so it's going to be great. It's going to be fun.
Fantastic, and I know that you're very busy through the summer. You're doing France, Netherlands, Italy, possibly Spain, America again. I know you've been to the States before. But
I'm hoping to go back to America as well at some point. We're just sort of trying to work that out at the moment. But yeah, I've got lots coming up. It's great actually I'm starting to get my touring schedule back up to where it was before when I was with the band. Which is quite. I'm quite pleased about it because it's. Playing solo gigs like that.
It's a new approach, isn't it, really?
Completely new approach. One which I found quite daunting at first. Some musically to some extent, but more so from the point of view of expectation of people that had listened to my music in the past. And it won it because it is very different, but it seems to be working all right. So.
Fantastic. What keeps you motivated? I was going to ask you. You're doing the kind of singer-songwriter thing, and it is a lonely road now, as you said. You've been with bands before, and you're out there now on your own. I mean, it is a different vibe. So, can you just kind of quickly or talk about the differences for you and
Well, I mean, obviously going around traveling around the world with a bunch of friends in a band is fantastic fun, but actually I don't know, I'm getting older and I'm getting more mellow, and that's reflected both in the music and also in the lifestyle of I don't travel completely alone. I have a guy that comes with me to help with driving and merchandise and stuff. And basically, just the two of us drive around talking nonsense, in the car. But I quite like it actually. I quite like the relaxedness of it. But I don't know if it will be forever. As I say, it might be at some point where I'm going to record another album later in the year, which will have other musicians involved, and perhaps then I'll tour with the band again. I don't know. We'll sort of wait and see, really.
And I was going to say about obviously fans and the curious, where can they kind of keep up to date with what you're doing and. Your releases and your tour and your tour dates, etc.
Well, I'm bit by bit trying to enter the modern world.
Yeah.
And obviously I've had the website running for years now, and people obviously can get gig information and CD information from ianparkermusic.com. But recently I started tweeting on Twitter, which is sort of a new thing for me. But
but you're enjoying more than you thought you were going to, I believe.
Yeah, I do actually quite enjoy it. I think. The guy that runs my website always encourages me to blog on there, which is okay, but it's like sometimes I just don't feel that I've got enough to say that's of interest to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, if there's not much going on, or if the stuff that's going on is actually quite routine in the context of what I do, like I've just done another 6 gigs, well, I've just done another 6 gigs,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and if you weren't there, it's sort of irrelevant really. But tweeting is quite funny because, like, for example, Mick, the guy that travels around with me, he has this amazing ability to just come up with utter nonsense, actually, in the way that he speaks sometimes, in a really sweet way. He doesn't even mean it to be funny, but it's hilarious. And so I just tweet some of his comments and stuff, just for my own amusement, really. And he's a bit like Carl Pilkington, you know, who hangs around with Ricky Gervais and whatever his name is, Stephen Merchant, you know. So he's great. So the fact that it's just a short thing, you know, or you know, okay, the news comes in that I'm doing the Albert Hall, and that, rather than write a whole blog, paragraphs, and then leading up to saying that, it's quite nice to just immediately
It's out there.
hit out with it. So I'm going to use that, I think, quite regularly to keep people abreast of what's going on, you know.
Fantastic. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us on the Bass Session.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck with the Albert Hall. You're going
Yes,
to
thank
knock
you.
'em dead. Fantastic. Thank you.
Cheers.